physics, where do you go? If you want to know about Islam, where do you go? You go to the church? You go to biased books or biased websites or biased media? Is this fair? So I urge my dear brothers and sisters, those who are sincere in seeking the truth, to go and discover the truth about Islam from its sources.
Okay, we continue on that point. We have with us Sheikh Mahdi Al-Askari. He's an Islamic scholar, spent some time in the United States of America. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, brother?
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
How is every brother there? Everybody, alhamdulillah, okay?
Yes, everyone. MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair for asking. We're running out of time on the program, Sheikh
Okay.
Mahdi. We were talking about Dr. Nahji here. He's defined for us what is da'wah and some of the challenges and how to
Yes,
respond.
mashallah.
But in your stay in the United States of America and in the West as a whole, Sheikh
Yes.
Mahdi, if you can wrap it up in a couple of minutes for us,
Okay.
how do you measure the da'wah in the past and the present, and what is the da'wah of the future?
Okay. Okay. I want you, please, inshallah, bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah, sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. It is truth that I have to say what I'm telling you now, it is fact. It happened with me personally. We have made a couple of programs, one in Texas with Brother Yusuf Estes in Masjid al-Iman, and one other program in Florida. Believe me, we have went to the American people in their homes, and we knock in their doors, giving them invitation to come to our mosque, to our masjid, and we arranged a special date for them, and they came, and we invite them for good food, and we meet them in such a nice way, a good Islamic characters, and we explain to them the very ABC things about Islam, like what is Quran, what is Muhammad, who is Muhammad, peace be upon him, and what is Kaaba, and what is Salah, what is Zakah, what is this and that. And believe me, brother, I swear by Allah, in that day, 8 people accepted Islam. And you know what I want everybody to hear, especially the Muslims all over the world? It is our fault that we are not giving the message in the right way. These people, I heard them twice in 2 different places, one in Texas and one in Florida. You know what he said to me? He said, "Oh, who are you?" And then we replied, "We are Muslims." He said, "Wow, it's about time." You know what it means? It's about time. Means, where have you been all this time? Because they get all the information about Islam only through the media, from the TV and the radio, which they give them a corruption information about Islam. It's the time now for Muslims to move all over the world, not just in the West, not only in America, no, everywhere in the world, to explain to people the reality of Islam, to show them the good face of Islam, because Islam is only good. This is what is happening in America. And believe me, brothers, very, very, very few people are doing the work of da'wah in the States. And we need more brothers to move on everywhere, make an open house in all the masjid, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open the hearts of these people, because they really have an open heart. Everybody now heard about Islam,
Yes.
and everybody is willing to understand what is Islam if he show it to them and present to them Islam in a good way. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to practice Islam, and also be a good examples for non-Muslims,
Ameen.
so they can accept Islam.
Jazakallah khair, brother Sheikh
وإياكم, brother.
Sheikh Mahdi Al-Askari
وإياكم,
there,
brother.
Islamic
May Allah
scholar.
accept all of you.
Ameen. That's Sheikh Mahdi there, and he's just reiterating what you've just said. But if you listen to his statement at the very beginning, he said, when the person said it's about time, he said it's the Muslim who is lacking the ability, and it's the Muslims who he's blaming for not standing up to deliver the message. Why are the Muslims so dormant? Why? Why are we so scared to stand up and call to the truth?
Maybe because we are busy with our own problems. Muslim, generally speaking, here, for example, in the Middle East or in the West, even those who are in the West, I met several brothers and sisters there. They are busy with their kids. They are busy raising their children. said, we have our own problems. The society there, I mean, the Muslim society there, they have their own upbringing problems. Their kids, their generations there, some of them lost even their identity as a Muslim. But let's, try our best to ask. I would like to ask, what can we do? How can we share this beautiful religion with others? Each one of us can do something through, distributing books, sending emails, making good websites, because there are a great deal of bad and distorted information about Islam on many websites created to destroy or to attack Islam, done by non-Muslims, about the Quran, about Islam, about Muslims, just to attack Muslims. So where are we? So this is, as Brother Jazakallah Khair said, it is the right time now we are late, but we got to move. We got to do something through using all peaceful, nice, wise, and good ways.
And that was my question to you, especially in these times. What are some of the things you advise in terms of giving da'wah? What are some of the tools we can use today in terms of giving da'wah? And how effective, in terms of effectiveness, what is more effective? Going to the people, television, internet.
Exactly.
Tell us the tools that we can use, and tell us the degree of its effectiveness on the people.
Great. Frankly, I support this, this point that we get to use, larger scale mass media and larger scale da'wah means, if I may say. We have to be effective, as you just said, Jazakallah Khair. We have to be effective in sharing the message of Islam with others. We can use media, we can use the internet, we can send millions of emails. The other day, one brother told me that you can buy about 40 million emails. It doesn't cost that much. You can send millions of emails to millions of people around the world. We through our good conduct, good behavior, be a good ambassador to Islam and Muslims. Present Islam in a nice way. Let people say, what made him like this, to be nice in treating others. Be a good ambassador to Islam and Muslims. There are many ways. For example, when we talk about education, we got to educate our children to care and be concerned of sharing this beautiful message with others, particularly those in the West, particularly those who live in the West. We must teach our kids. We must teach our kids to behave, to teach, and to share with others this great message nicely and wisely.
Okay, Jazakallah Khair for being with us, Doctor. Unfortunately, our time is up here on the straight path, but we've benefited so much from you. Brother Khalid, same here. Jazakallah Khair for being with us. That's Dr. Naji Ibrahim from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And to know more about his works and his experiences of being in da'wah for more than 25 years, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to preserve him in this, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala use you to benefit his ummah. You can visit his website, www.360, that's 360, it's realbeauty.com. That's www.360, it's realbeauty, one word, .com. And if you have any comments or any questions for the Sheikh, you can write to us at straightpath@huda.tv. And remember what the Sheikh said, it's your responsibility to share the word of Islam. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
After those long dark nights, now my world is bright. Islam is my sight. Now I found the light. After those long dark nights, now my world is bright. Islam is my sight. Now my world is bright. Islam is my sight. sight. Now my world is bright. Islam is my sight. Islam is my sight.